Hello, beautiful divine seeker. Did you see that full moon last night? This one was the super blood wolf moon and a full total lunar eclipse. Well, I was in the backyard right there with a chair and a sleeping bag, and I saw the whole thing. And it was powerful. It was so powerful. And in this video, I'm going to tell you and show you exactly with these things and with this, what I did and how you can use the full moon energies to really transform your life.
You are divine.
For those who are new, I'm Natasha, Cosmic Empress, with my fan and today with my wand. To help you step into your power as a divine soul that you are, as this goes clonking away down here. So for the best spiritual advice, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell, you know, that little ding thing there, so you're notified every time that a new video goes up on my channel. Wow, this moon was so powerful. And I want you to be able to use these energies just like I will do in the next 6 months, because the total eclipses, they have effects lasting for 6 months at least. So in this video, I'm going to show you 6 different ways, 6 ways that you can actually use these energies and any full moon energies to really enhance your life, to move forward and to manifest. I channel these messages from my higher self, from my spirit guides, from the Akashic Records. That's what I do. So this is information that I get for myself, that I don't just read that somewhere and rehash it. It's information that actually comes from my higher self to me. Now, the first way you can use these lunar energies is by charging crystals in the moonlight. I did this yesterday, so I'm going to show you some of the crystals I charged. Selenite wand, 2 of them. This is a pretty old one here. I charged these. I've got several other crystals here that I charged. Here, this is clear quartz, a cluster, and this is a little mala that a friend gave to me. Amethyst. I've got other little things here. My pendulum, which I use every single day, and this one here as well. This is a really beautiful, these are real stones as well. I charged that with gold. I've got, you know, this is smoky quartz. So I've got a few crystals here that I charged yesterday in the moonlight. And what I actually did was, before putting them out, before the moon eclipsed fully, I actually talked to my crystals and asked them to soak up the energies and the knowledge and the wisdom of the moon. And because of this powerful eclipse that we had, well, I asked the crystals to help me purge everything that I've been holding on to that's not serving me, and that I can get inspiration and insights to new things that I need to move forward. So I asked those crystals to soak up that knowledge and that wisdom and that energy from the moon before I put them out. So I put them out in this bowl here, into the moonlight, and they were out all night. So the question is, how can you use them? You always hear charge your crystals, but what do you do? So there's several ways you can actually use these crystals. First of all, just have them close by, have them around. I have these crystals and more crystals that I just have in my space, and they give off energy. So if you are consciously aware of your crystals, you will get insights, and whatever wisdom and healing they have will be transmitted to you by just having them around, okay? The second way you can use them is to wear them. I actually charged this gold bracelet. This is something I love to wear. Like, I just wind it around like this. It's a mala. I wear it around my wrist or around my neck, and that way it's close to your body, and it's transmitting that energy back to you and just helping you as you're moving around in your day. A really good way to use these crystals is that you've charged is if you have a question about your life. If you have a question, you're looking for an answer, you're looking for a solution, then you can just hold the crystal that you've charged. Hold the crystal, focus on the crystal, and ask a question. What can I do to solve this problem? give me insight and inspiration, open my intuition, open my deep wisdom to help me find a solution to this problem. And you just hold the crystal and look at it and meditate just for a few moments. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. And the answers will come to you. If not in that moment, then later during the day. So I would do that. I would just hold the crystals and ask questions. Another way that you can use these crystals really well is for healing. Okay, for healing. For example, I've got this here, this smoky quartz, which I charged. So if I'm not feeling good, if I have ailments, if I have a sickness or a disease, when I'm just in a quiet moment, I can just hold the crystal and hold it to any part of the body that I'm ailing. Let's say I have a headache. I will actually use this point and hold it like this. Doesn't matter how you hold it, but I like to hold a point because the crystal is charged. And I just ask the crystal to transmit healing energy to me. And because it was a full moon eclipse, and I asked the crystals to soak up knowledge of new ways to move forward, I will ask the crystal to open up my own healing wisdom, to give me ideas of what I can do to heal myself. So it's physical healing with energy and also information of how I am able to heal myself better, what to do. So hold these crystals. You can put them on your chakras. You can just put them on your heart. If you don't know where to put it, on the heart. The heart is the best place for knowledge, healing, wisdom, and everything. So just put that crystal there and it will transmit healing and knowledge. And of course, another thing you can do is scrying. Now, I haven't really gone into scrying. I am not a professional at scrying at all, perhaps like you. So what I would just do, if you're a beginner scryer like me, just gaze at the crystal. Gaze at the crystal and hold the intention to get any intuitive messages in any way that you need it in that moment. So I would just, what do I need in the moment? What information do I need in this moment? And I would just gaze at the crystal and look deeply into it. And of course, a crystal that is clear where you can look into it a little bit. Okay, the smoky quartz is also good. You can see through it a little bit. It's a little bit opaque, but you can see clouds and shapes. So any one of these would be good to just gaze at it and just tune into that crystal a little bit. Just connect and just quiet your mind a little bit and let come up whatever comes up. And if you do this more often, you'll be surprised how well this works. Even if you don't see visions, not all of us are clairvoyant naturally. Some of us are more claircognizant, inner knowing, inner feeling, inner hearing. So however these messages come to you, if you just suddenly think of something or know something as you're gazing into the crystal, that is just as valid as seeing something. Okay, so that is the first way you can use the moon to heal yourself, through crystals, and those were some examples right there. The second thing you can do is really simple. I had this there outside, and you can see it's still pretty cold. I just got it in. I just brought it in right now, and there's still like condensation on it. It's just a really simple water jug, which I filled with pure water. And before I put it out in the moonlight, I just asked the water. I just concentrated. Just made a connection with that beautiful water of Mother Gaia, and I asked the water to soak up energy and wisdom and healing power from the moon. And I asked the same thing as I did of the crystals. I asked to bring me knowledge and wisdom of how to purge everything that is bad in my life, that doesn't resonate to me anymore, and to bring in new and fresh energies, healing powers, and ideas, right? But you don't have to do it in such a complicated way. You can just put it out there into the moonlight all night, and then of course you drink a little bit every day if you want this to last. And tonight is still the full moon, okay? It's not, the full moon continues over 3 days, and the energy of the full moon is within a week of the full moon. And even the eclipse energies, you can still use these tonight and put it out there and put your intention in it. Our intention is stronger than anything in the world. With your intention, you can do anything. just so you know. So put this out there. Take it, drink it, and put a little drop in another big bottle with the intention of transmitting that knowledge, right? So one drop of this, one drop, will infuse a huge container of water with knowledge. So you can keep doing that all year, basically. So that is how you can use the water with the power of the full moon energies. And what I also did is I put my essential oils out, some of them. Okay, so these essential oils here, they're different, they're mixes, they're pure ones. All the essential oils you have, put them out into the moonlight. If it's cold and rainy and dangerous outside, you can put them inside on a windowsill, all this stuff, okay? So I put these essential oils out with the same intention as the crystals and the water, and as I use them, their powers, their healing qualities will be enhanced. Okay, so that was step 1, crystals, step 2, water and essential oils. The third thing you can use the moon for, especially last night, is to purge yourself from old wounds, old karma, and old habits that no longer serve you. I did this last night, especially when the moon was dark, when the shadow of Mother Gaia went over the moon and the moon turned blood red. Did you see that? Even if you're watching this video on a different full moon, if there is no full moon eclipse, you can still do this. You can use the time of the full moon. And I used that moment, that it was quite a long time where the moon was blood red and where it was hidden by the shadow of the earth. So you can go into meditation, and this is what I did. I was sitting outside watching the moon. I went into deep meditation and I released. I didn't ask. I said, I hereby release. I don't ask. I tell, I say, this is what I want, and I'm very, very direct, and I'm very demanding and commanding when it comes to my own soul and what I want and what I intend. So you don't have to say, oh, please, can you purge my old wounds? It's, yeah, you got to be intentional. You got to say, I hereby purge myself. I purge my soul at soul level from old wounds, from the old karma, from all the patterns, the relationships that are not serving me. And I've done a lot of karmic clearing work already for myself, because that's what I do. That is the main work that I do, is help clear karma, old karma. So I sat in meditation and I let pictures and images and things come up. And things came up where situations and pictures from past lives, from this life, I just let everything come up that I wanted to get rid of, and a lot came up. And then I spoke, and I was speaking the whole time. I said, I hereby clear myself from this old karma, from these old patterns, these old belief systems, from the contracts, the vows, the bargains, the negative energies, the curses, the spells, whatever you think it is that you have, purge yourself from it. Just do it. Whatever you think is on you, even if you think, oh, this is superstitious, this is silly, it's not silly. All the negative stuff that you've accumulated, that you think is upon you, that you perceive, that everything, just let it come out. Let it come out and decide to purge it and speak it out. Say, I purge all this negative stuff from my divine soul blueprint, from my soul, from my being, in all dimensions and all realities and all timelines and all levels of existence. Okay? No matter how you say it. And this will happen for you. And I feel that I really cleared a lot of stuff that was still in there last night. So that's what you can do. Now, number 4 of what you can do, how you can use this full moon, is you can use the full moon to uncover your true desires, to uncover those talents, that knowledge, all the good things that have been hidden, that have been subdued by the bad karma, by the stuff that you've just cleared. That's why we do the clearing first, and it makes room for things to come up that have been pressed down. So I just asked for my imagination, for my visualization to bring up the true desires. What is it that I truly want? How do I see myself in the future? What are my true heart's desires that come from the heart, not from the mind, not from the ego? What is it that I truly, truly want in life? And I allowed those visions to come up. And then I asked, what am I truly capable of? What are my talents? And I allowed those to come up. And I asked the energies of the full moon to bring those out in me in the next days and weeks to come, because not everything comes out in the moment, but you can be sure that these visions, this knowledge, the desires, everything good will unfold, will come out, will come to the surface in the next few days and weeks to come. And the energy of the moon is so deep, so intuitive, so wise, that if you ask this, it will happen. Remember, with your intention, you can do anything. Okay, number 5, the 5th thing you can do with this full moon or with any full moon, and this is what I did, and that is to step into your true authenticity. Be authentic. Just put aside all those views of yourself that the ego tells you that you have to be proper, or you have to be in a certain way, you have to dress in a certain way, you have to conform, you're embarrassed in how you laugh or how you talk or how you do things. Be authentic. Ask for the moon to uncover your true authenticity and to allow yourself to actually go forth and do it. And I mean, we've already purged all the negative stuff, the shame, the embarrassment, the timidity, all those things. And now it's time for your authenticity to shine, for you to move forward, showing all of who you are. Full disclosure. I like full disclosure because why not shine and show the world who you are and what you have to offer? Don't be afraid. I think I've said this several times. Take the fan and go like this, no matter if other people think it's stupid or crazy, right? Throw your hands in the air, laugh, do things differently. Do things in your way, how you want to do it. Be a geek, okay? Because if you're authentic, if you show who you truly are, people will love it. People will love it. If you're not authentic and hold yourself back and all stiff and uptight or try to do something that you're not, people won't like that either. They'll notice. So be authentic, right? And that's part of this coming out. Manifesting your desires, bringing out what it is that you want. Part of that is bringing out who you are, and that is your true authentic self. And with being authentic comes the stepping into full alignment, okay? If you're authentic, you're aligned. You want to be aligned. You want to actually act aligned. You want to step into that. And I mean fully aligned with who you are as a soul, fully aligned with who you are in your authentic self by acting, making decisions, being aware of everything that you do. Is that fully aligned, or am I doing it out of fear or out of holding back or out of obligation, right? So it's really, really important to be your true authentic self and become truly aligned to who you are at soul level. And that's, by the way, the only way you can be truly successful. You can't sustain success if you're not authentic. If you're not aligned, it's gonna crumble at some point, right? So you might as well do it now. You might as well let it all out, take the risk, jump in. Because that's the only truly sustainable path, is the authentic path and is the aligned path, okay? Okay, so number 6 is now reaping the harvest, okay? Now it's time to actually manifest, to allow to come into fruition what you've been working on so hard, all right? We have all been working very hard. We've all been working on our spiritual development, on our ascension process. We've been working to move forward with our projects in life in a tangible way, in a spiritual way. We just want to have a good life where we can be happy, where we can step into our purpose. And now it's time to actually get something from that. The full moon brings around the manifestation of what you've been working on. So not only purging and visualizing new things, you already have been working so hard. You have been doing so much to get to this point, and now it's the time to bring it in. It's like, oh, show me the money, you know. I'm going to see that bank account. I'm going to see, you know, the love. I'm going to get the feedback. I'm going to get the abundance. I'm going to get everything that I've been working for, that I've been working on, is going to start to unfold now. And you got to allow that as well. Allow that. Just say, okay, thank you. Now it's time. And you will see. You will see. The more you step into alignment, the more you are authentic, the more the things that you have been working on will start to actually show real results, like real results. And that's what we want as well. I mean, all this spiritual stuff is good, but we also want to see real, tangible results. And now is the time that your results are going to start to really show. They're going to come in. I think they have been coming in already. For some of you, there have been signs. For some of you, you've been just on the threshold. But don't give up. Just keep going a little bit, and you will see some major results. Okay, so those are the things that you can do to bring in the energy and the powers of the full moon. So I'd like to know, which one of those things have you done? How are you using your crystals or your water or your essential oils? How are you being authentic? How have you purged all the bad stuff? I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments, because it would really interest me to see, and also for the others to learn a couple more techniques on how we can actually tangibly and practically use these energies that we always talk about. Okay, if you liked this video, please let me know by giving it a and maybe writing a comment down below, and perhaps sharing it with someone who could benefit from this. And also in the description box, I have some really interesting free goodies for you. I am working on a powerful meditation, how to connect with your higher self and your spirit guides, and how to open your third eye. I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist, so I really like to use the power of the subconscious mind to create change. Okay, love you guys, and happy manifesting.